It's another edition of Spartans
Not Live. Good morning, everybody. Today is a D-Day. It is April 1st, which is April Fool's Day. At least for us, Mr. Woods, we don't have to deal with April Fool's jokes in the hallways as two administrators, huh?
Well, once again, Mr. Parasino, I always go by the tagline. I always thought you and I were the jokes.
This is true. Very good point. Very good point.
We do have a couple of birthdays here. We have Ainsley Dezuria. I'm sorry, Ainsley, if I mispronounced your last name. And Andrew Di Podesta has their birthdays, and also Mr. Katulski from our Maroon science teacher. So Mr. Katulski has a birthday with the rest of the two kids. Happy birthday. Hope you guys have a wonderful day today.
Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday, Mr. Katulski, my science teacher. You don't turn 30 every day. Happy birthday, Mr. K. Well, Mr. Woods, in the spirit of April Fool's Day, yesterday I elicited some questions from our students and our faculty for a question of the day, if you will, and I thought they asked some great questions. I know you haven't gotten to see these, but I know you as a guy who's eager to answer kids' questions. So maybe we'll do a little bit of what I would like to call the hot seat.
Uh-oh. This is a classic ESPN. Who's in the hot seat right now? So these are going to be cold questions flat out.
Yep, cold questions flat out. Student body, maybe a faculty one mixed in there or not. Here we go, Mr. Woods. I'm pumped up.
We'll see how this is going to go. I smell a plane crash coming on this one. Here we go.
All right, Mr. Woods. Question number one. What are we doing about finals, Mr. Woods?
Finals? Jeez. You didn't start easy for me, did you? Well, finals, I can tell you right now, I would venture a guess. I mean, we're only in this for so long. The governor is probably putting us till about April 20th. If I was a betting man, we probably will extend beyond that. Right now, I'd say finals are in like a holding pattern. I'll give scenarios. If we were back April 20th, I'm sure that the teachers would probably take a look at sections of the final, and we kind of have to take a look at exactly what the finals are about, and then make some adjustments to that. If it's beyond that, if it's a June return, or God forbid I say no return, I would say if there are finals, they might be used as what we call formative assessments, in which we would kind of say, hey, look, here's some things the kids mastered. Here are some things kids, still need to work on. But that all said, I think maybe that question might be getting to how are we going to ensure that the kids are ready for the next level? And I think if we just say it this way, look, I literally am being serious when I say everybody in the world is coping with this right now. I'm pretty sure that people are going to have some new standards and kind of a new bar that's set so that the kids are met where they're at the following year. I mean, if I'm taking a look at 6th grade to 7th grade, our 7th grade teachers know this occurred. And obviously we're not going to be kind of rolling through with the exact same September that we did this year. High school teachers, I could tell you, I've had many conversations with our high school principal. Hold on, Mr. Paris, we'll talk about Spartans Not Live. I'm getting bitten by my cat here. I've talked to the high school principal several times, and Dr. Gett is under the same impression that obviously we're not going to be rolling things out the exact same way, with this type of prolonged absence from school. I have gotten word that even our state colleges and universities and those types of things, they're kind of gearing up for the potential, especially in the high school. A lot more stress and pressure about GPAs, class rankings, and all that kind of stuff. Things that go on college resumes. Colleges and universities are actually, obviously going to be understanding of this absence as well. So, that's a long-winded, very long-winded answer.
All right, Mr. Woods, I'd say knock that one out of the park. We might have to go rapid fire, or Spartans Not Live is going to be 25 minutes here.
Yeah, sorry. All right, next one's going to be a lot shorter. Here we go.
Yeah. For some of these other ones, we'll just, in general, what are your thoughts on WIN? Any chance that we will get to meet with our WIN teachers through email, through Google Meet?
Yes, I definitely want to make sure that we do that. How that's going to look, we're still trying to take a look and see. I have some thoughts in my head about potentially an altered schedule, and then kind of taking a look from there. But I want to be able to work with our teachers about what's going to work. We've only been in this now for just under 2 weeks. And I just want to make sure everyone has their feet underneath them. New at home, new for teachers here. So that definitely is on our mind. We will be meeting with our WIN classes again before the end of the school year.
All right, we have what happened to joke of the day. I could take that one, Mr. Woods. I didn't know if it went off so well. I didn't think that, I didn't know if it played well to our audience or not. If we get a lot of response that they want joke of the day back, I will be more than happy to bring it back. Will distance learning continue to the end of the school year? Let's give why don't you give a gut feeling?
Gut feeling? I don't have
It'll continue to when we return. How about that? There's an answer for you. All right, with the president extending our social distancing period, will we still have a spring break?
Wow, that's, once again, these questions are way higher than my pay grade. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you
that one out of the park too, Mr. Woods. Great one there. Not knowing when the COVID-19 will end, are we still going to have a spring break? It looks like our students are really curious about April break. And I do think an email went out from Mr. Solon to our parents that a decision on that is coming this week. So I think it is something that is in discussions we're talking about. We don't 100% know right now on that.
Hold on, Mr. Parasino, but fingers crossed here. I will tell you, my gut is saying fingers crossed.
All right, fingers crossed. Do you think we'll be going back to school? This is the last one. Do you think we'll be going back to school April 20th? I would say nothing has been decided, but my gut on that is it not looking great.
Yeah, think? I can tell you, I think the combination of our guts with, I'll just say, the knowledge that comes from them, I'd probably be a better person. We might better betting man, I should say. That we probably will be extended a little bit beyond April 20th.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Hopefully things get better. The quicker we can get back in the schools, we'd love to. Obviously, we know it's got to be what's in the best interest for the health and safety for, the entire community, our students, teachers, everybody. And, unfortunately, this thing has taken a turn, I think, that nobody could imagine.
No, absolutely not. I tell you, you went with some heavy questions. I thought maybe I'd get something like, "Hey, Mr. Woods, can you tell us about Google Meet Grid?" I would have said, "Hey, Google it," and then you can add it to your extension, and it puts everybody up on the screen. You can see, you can see all the audio stuff. So anyway, but you guys went heavy tonight, and that's fine. We'll keep answering questions. We get it. You guys are curious, and right now, your parents are curious. This is something that again is unprecedented. We're a new territory. I take a look at, I'm watching news reports, other people. So we'll keep you in touch. Definitely as soon as we hear, we'll let you know. But we'd love. There's nothing more than me and Mr. Parasino want than is to head back into school full of students. We really enjoy the time that we have with you guys, and we miss every single one of you.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for me. Once again, it is a D-Day. Today, April 1st, April Fool's Day. We probably went a little bit longer than we wanted to. You got anything else, Mr. Woods?
That's it for me. This is Mr. Woods.
This is Mr. Parasino.
And you have just seen another edition of Spartans
Not Live.
I tell you, it doesn't get any funnier than that guy.